everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you or you are. Happy Sunday. I hope your weekend's going well. Oh, anonymous gift sub already. Thank you so much. Let me grab my freshly charged up set of ears. Good evening. Hello. Good morning. Evening. Afternoon. All right. Oh, goodness. Okay. We got some tea on the way, I think. I did not get the sweeper yet, but I have another chance today. I haven't tried yet for the day. I'm hoping I get it during the event, but you know, I guess that's all you can do, is you can hope. No guarantees. This is the wrong ear. This is not the right one. There we go. See if that wants to connect. Have a little look. I definitely have that one already. Oh, somebody bought my rune cloth. That's exciting. I've been getting a lot of rune cloth from running Blackrock Depths, and I kind of thought I was just going to have to vendor it all, but that's not so bad. I'll take it. How is Hazel this morning? Not too bad. I think I'm fighting off something sickness-wise. I'm feeling all right, but I've definitely slept a lot more over the last 24 hours than any person should be able to. Which usually means that I'm fighting something off, as you just feel kind of wonky, and then you're like, maybe I'll take a nap, and you wake up 6 hours later, and you're like, huh, who am I? What's going on? That time of year sleep is good. Yeah, it'll be all right. I'm lucky that I can just lay low and snooze a lot and get better fast. Me. When someone killed the rare in front of me. Oh, that's a cutie emote. Got the love rocket yesterday. Congrats, Wolf Cloud. That's amazing. Good morning. Bad cold flu season. Feel better soon. Thank you. I was riding the bus a bit when the snow was particularly bad, so I didn't have to drive, which was good. I think that's still the correct choice, but yeah, a little bit of a lot of stuff flying around. Sorry you're sick too. Can't talk today. Got our first big snow of the season overnight. Need to catch up on some sleep. Always. I mean, tough when you're traveling though. Hard to catch up. I do want to do my love brooms chants, but I want to warm up for a second here. Let's do a little BRD to get us going here. This is what I'm working on today. Not these things, because I have these already and I don't know why they insist on showing them. But these are the things that I'm still trying to get out of this instance. So, because I still need the wand from Doom Grip, it means that I'm still going to be grinding out random dwarves for keys, but that's good because it's also a chance at zone drops. I'm not going to make these drop before I move on, but I wouldn't mind getting them. I wouldn't say no to Aspire of the Stone Shaper or whatever. Warming up is what Barnacles is doing with a big flaming torch on his backside. They had a late night out with friends. Hangover status has been upgraded from have offended the universe, and this is their revenge to only mild regret. Finally got the flame tongue illusion off of Rag. Congratulations. ATT keeps showing it is not collected. I never in my life knew ATT to do so many wonky things until I started relying on it for my reason to be. and now all I know about is just different things that it's like slightly wonky about. Love that form of kitty. Is that a glyph? That is called being a Kultiran. That is the Kultiran default cat form, available to Kultiran druids only, because he is a big old swarthy sea man. Yeah. You don't see a ton of them around. They're around, but maybe not as much as some other things. So we are already up to 5 keys. That's good. If we can get 12 by the time we get over there. Half of this run is just me counting to 12 to see if I have enough copper keys at any point to go do Watcher Doom Grip. We did not get these. What I'd really like to get are these wrist guards of renown, because if I can get those, then my overall run becomes much shorter, because it means I don't have to do Emperor and I don't have to do Phalanx. Why the same item is on 2 bosses of loot tables, I don't know, but that's fine. I don't really mind which one of them wants to give it to me, you know, whoever's feeling up to it. Ring of Law might be stubborn for a bit, because you have to be lucky and get the right boss, and then you have to get the right piece of loot. But luckily it's pretty close to the door, so if it comes to that being the last thing, then we can reset it and just keep running it pretty easily. Play Jay the Bard. ATT's a commitment. Got the Cultier warrior named Man. That is phenomenal. Speaking of add-ons, I should probably run add-on updates, huh? Just in case there's any fixes. I can't complain about things being broken if I'm not updating them terribly often. We're already up to 7 keys. I'm doing this backwards. I'm gonna get terribly confused. That's all right. After I turned off stream yesterday, I was looking at his gold that he'd earned, because I was up like 1,000, maybe 1,500 gold from vendoring stuff that we got in Blackrock Depths. And I was like, what kind of mod could I get? And I looked in the auctionist and I got like 1 or 2 pieces of like white quality armor that were world drops that I didn't have yet for like 50 gold or so a piece. It's been a while since I'd been farming that kind of thing. Okay, I actually got the things I needed from that guy, so I don't... it was that specific piece. We don't need those anymore. We're just gonna finish the loop and then go see what Ring of Law has for me. Fine to get confused. Warming up, right? Yeah. You know what? It's always fine to get confused. It's okay. No one's gonna, there's no giant hook that's gonna pull me off the stage like a unfunny little Bo Peep. Oh, not bad. Yeah. Oh, crack on a 10 stream streak. Is there any point to the prison keys you get? I shall look it up. I have not been bothering to open. I know they open cells that are like around here. I don't really know what's in them that you might need. It's called a prison cell key. Let me just wowhead it. I also would like to know. And then that way I would know if it ever came up again. So it drops from High Interrogator Gerston. And all of the quests connected to it in the past have become obsolete with shattering. This key is now useless. You can still open a few doors, but there's nothing in it for you. So you can, so yeah, it's, thank you. You can open some doors, but there's no reason to. There's a few different weird dead ends in this instance. All right, we're hoping for Anuptia or Hedrim. We want a blue spider, or we want a, well, a bigger blue spider. Almost nothing but time walking. Got my Tauren Road to 70 this morning. Oh, nice. Well, it reminded me of Showtime at the Apollo where they would pull Bad Axe off the stage. This isn't the boss that I want. The only thing that I know the hook that pulls a Bad Axe off the stage from is I had a PC game. I've talked about this before. One of my childhood PC games was Muppets Inside, which is a Muppets game in which the Muppets are inside your computer riding the data bus around, and there's a variety of mini games. And in one of them, Fozzie Bear is doing a terrible stand-up comedy routine, and he's trying to evade a hook that's attempting to pull him off the stage, and he's like dodging it. It might just have been a cutscene. I don't remember if it was an actual mini game for you to play. But that's where the hook's from, as far as I'm concerned. They're all booing him and throwing fruit and trying to pull him off the stage. It was very rude. It was not very nice to Fozzie Bear. I'm gonna look these games up. These old games are so fun. I thought it was so cool because you go around the different parts that are actually inside a computer, which was, you know, more computer info than I was getting from anywhere else as a kid. A lot of the mini games were kind of inspired by other popular games. The Swedish Chef one was the best one. You had a bunch of different melee weapons that were kitchen tools. So you'd have like a mixer or a whisk or a spoon or whatever. And then you would encounter in the halls of this 3D kitchen like eggs or whatever. And they would go hoo 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 hoo, and then you would like you would Swedish Chef them. And it was a very, very fun game, but you had to be really committed if you wanted to play it, because there was also a fatal error in the game somewhere. And if you tripped it, which was kind of hard to avoid, like it was a difficult thing to exactly nail down, but sometimes when playing that game, you would crash the entire thing, and it wouldn't save your progress. And of course, this is back when you had to manually save games before you did anything, so you would be losing some amount of your progress in the game. But it was so fun that you would risk it, you know. And as far as I know, it never got... I mean, I don't even think things got fixed back then. You bought the game on a CD, and that was what the game was. I don't think we really had, like, downloaded patches. The quest for the Spirit of Akura Mount. is up. A good meal. Oh, we have 17 keys this time. We got very lucky. I can probably stop grinding dwarves. It is going to be important to me, though, that I don't fall off into the lava this time. Simpler time. Yeah, you know, pros and cons. It's nice that they can get bugs fixed after release now, and it's less nice that they can also keep, you know, nickel and diming us. I want to put the tea somewhere where it's not going to be in my way. Maybe I'll do this. Did you ever see Reboot as a youth? Reboot. Speaking of mediums to help kids learn about computers. I don't think so, but I'll Google it because maybe it's, you know, hiding in my sense memories. Canadian animated series. No. Oh, Netflix is reviving it? Oh, Netflix did it in 2018. Huh. No. Not even a little bit. Completely missed it. Yeah, they rebooted Reboot. Too easy. I remember Reboot on Toonami or something like that. The animation hasn't aged well, but it was fun. Excellent, still holds up. Canadian classic, what a great cartoon. No, I completely missed it. Saturday morning before it was on Toonami. Reboot was a core memory. So, not... Gosh, I am tempted to turn on sources every now and then to see which bosses would still have sources for me. I suppose there's no harm in killing them as you run by. It's that slippery slope. Let's call it out. Pop. Okay. I want to get up and around. I really don't need it. Well, I'm saying I don't need to do all these dwarves, but like if any one of them decides it wants to drop me one of these zone drops, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't say no. I was doing insane, all the things, but I gave up on that due to profession patterns and stuff. You got me to turn off sources yesterday, and it is a much more peaceful view. I'm gonna hold strong. I'm gonna keep it together. Officially done with Siren Isle. 3 weeks of dailies with 13 characters. Bless your stamina. My goodness, that's crazy. That's such a commitment. It's gonna take me like 10 years. And honestly, probably not even that. Okay, so we open 12 of these. Get Watcher Doomgrip to show up, and we're gonna remember to open his safe this time. We're hoping for a Wand of Eternal Light. It's a little star sparkle wand. I don't think I need to open the relic coffers. I think I just need to open the doors. And I think I've generated enough Dark Iron baby booties to supply the Lightbringer economy for some time. Got the hoverboard from the Isles, gave up. Yeah, I might just collect all the really fun sets from So Easy and then call it good for the next set of years. And that's if I remember to do dailies. I feel like now that I feel like it's going to be tough to get me back out there. I can do the big dig once a week because you can do that in like 10 minutes, but even with flying, I timed it, and it took me almost an hour to do all of my Siren Isle dailies on one character. I wasn't very fast. Does it spark joy? The hoverboard? Hoverboard's not bad. I want the beach set with I want another one of the Murloc pool floaties. Those definitely spark joy. Here we go. This is going to be most of the time that you take in this instance. This and then Ring of Law RP. Light blue numbers spark joy. How many mogs are there to get? I feel like we should get more than 500 iron once and 100 iron per world quest. Okay. So we do that. He did drop his key, right? Yes, he did. Darn it. I don't need the black steel bindings. I need a Wand of Eternal Light. There's 3 items that can be in that safe. This is a unique appearance, apparently, so. Oh well, off and away. We need to check General Angerforge, and then Phalanx, and the last boss, of course. So, we do not need to You can't go backwards, right? Into, well, no, we need to do Anchor Forge anyway. So we'll just carry on the old-fashioned way. This way. We're probably going to be doing this a few times today. Although after this first run, I will log on to my priest to do my daily love broom run. There's no reason why I need to do it on my main, except for it seems like a reasonable thing to do. It's so hard for me not to just want to just do these trash packs because it's just so many mobs and they're all standing right there, you know. What if they drop a BOE? Broom broom. Fingers crossed. Hoping against hope. Maybe today's the day. Could be. I think that this dungeon farming has been doing more for my general collected numbers than a lot of the raid farming did, just because of how many greens I'm getting sources for, just incidentally. Now into the East Garrison, so we're gonna do the wheel. And then we're gonna nip across the bridge. I believe it. There's just such a wide pool. Classic has a weirdly wide pool of green BOE greens. There's so many different appearances and item IDs and like names of them that you can keep finding new stuff for some time. I feel like the scope really narrows down once you get out of Classic. Haven't gotten the Broomer manuscript yet, and it's making me more mad and sad than usual. Not a ton of white quality stuff, no. I feel like white quality items are going to be from the really low level dungeons like stockades and stuff, because those kind of dropped in place of blues in the really low level places. There aren't a whole lot of the higher level white quality armor pieces. I don't think. I mean, it sounds true. I'm sure there's exceptions. There's exceptions to everything. But yeah, I have been pretty rarely finding whites. All right. Would you care to give me your battle axe? Thank you. Very kind of you. Much appreciated. Have a great day. And then you go... Oh, yeah, and then you're in here. I'm never quite sure of exactly how I get here by the time I'm at this point, but as long as we're... Well, I may as well. Heading in the general right direction. Is there an exception to there always being an exception? Oh, probably. Fellheart pants are my Firemaw pants right now. Have a great day. Now that you're dead. Well, at least I'll look after his battle axe for him. It looks like that. It's very exciting. You know, quality craftsmanship, that kind of thing. Grim Guzzler time. So few items left already. I had a pretty decent head start in this instance, but it has been going quite nicely. Although I'm sure I'm going to get stuck on something. I would love to get these, because then I can stop with the Watchman Doom grip and I can just farm the front bit of the dungeon. That'll be great. So excuse. Here, I'll let my vendor stuff finish vendoring, and then we pick up 6 of these. Besides, I never really remembered exactly how to do this part, so this is retaught me. I'm learning stuff. And then while he's RPing, I can warm up my hands on my cup of tea. Chilly, chilly, chilly. How is your alt for another farm spot policy for dungeons without lockout? It wouldn't be, you would never need to invoke it because you would never get stuck, because you wouldn't run out of characters, because you wouldn't run out of lockouts, because you don't need more characters for the lockout. You could just farm the dungeon infinitely. Hello, Hazel. Hello, Scarlet. Happy Sunday. This morning we took Moosey out for a walk, as we do, and you can always tell when it's a weekend morning, because not in every place that you walk by, but you're gonna smell a little bit more like weekend breakfast coming out of a few windows. Some people are gonna be doing their bacon and sausage. Some people doing maple syrup, you know. Some whatchamacallums, French toast. If you're missing one pair of pants here, you run that boss until the pants drop, no matter if it's 100 or 1,000 times. That's right. I'm a little uncomfortable with the 1,000 times juju being put out into the world, but that would be how it would work. Although, if the run is so short that we're hitting instance lockout, then we may need to do some leveling in the interim just to have something to do. I want a pancake. It's nice. Yeah, I suppose I would gap fill by leveling an alt, or by poking around and trying to put together a speed set. I think Barnacles might be my feral druid. He's the unstoppable force. Or not my feral druid, my farming druid, I guess. In my leveling era. Ho ho ho. What you leveling? This way. And we'll just nip to the end of the instance, dream walk out, vendor some of these lovely things that I need sources for. I did at some point, there was one item that was actually like a orange X, like I actually didn't have it at all, but that almost never happens to me anymore. I usually have the appearance from something or another. Capped my account out with alts. Oh, wow. It's a lot of characters. Thought of you. Friend host has a doggo, big boy, such a sweetie. Aww. Tell me everything about doggy. I love all the doggies. Lucy got to see one of his favorite friends. We got to chatting with the dog's owner a little bit more and found out that this dog is around Moose's age. A couple months younger than Moosey. Which explains why they go so puppy crazy when they see each other, because he loves the other, like, young adult dogs. Breed has the most expressive eyebrows I've ever seen on a dog. Over 100 pounds! Big doggy. Big baby. Lucy's a big baby. He's gotten very attached to his blanket. He has there's like a fleece blanket that was my couch blanket for a while that got kind of torn to smithereens a bit when Moose was a puppy. I still have it on my couch because I'm cheap and I haven't bothered to replace it yet. But he's taken to kind of like lumping it up and then sleeping right on top of it. Like he'll form it into like a little egg-shaped mountain and then he'll drape himself over the egg-shaped mountain like a dragon on his hoard. And now I don't have the heart to throw the blanket out because even though it's a mess, Moosey loves it, so I think that might just be his blanket. Uruguayan something or other. Oh. What was Moose's final weight? What was it? It was somewhere in the 79-ish pounds. Moose is approximately 75, somewhere between 75 and 80 pounds, I think. Something in that range. Big dog, not giant. Dense. If he hits you at speed, you're gonna feel it. I need another torch, huh? There's one. There's one. This dungeon really grew on me. I thought I was going to be a lot more frustrated trying to navigate around it. And it's actually been not so bad. Maybe it's, I mean, I don't know why. Maybe I'm finally learning it after all these years. It's actually going all right. Does Moose have a security toy? Horton? Oh my gosh, Horton is in Horton Here's a Who. Horton is a magnificent dog name. Does kind of adorable. Not so much. He has different toys that he chooses for different specific occasions. He will always play with the pizza as soon as he gets home from a walk to like get the rest of his zoomies out of him. But any plush toy that is his is liable to meet certain death within 10 minutes or less. So he doesn't really hold on to a whole lot of those. Alright, Emperor Dagrin Thurician, if you would do me the absolute honor of giving me some wrist guards of renown here, I would be deeply in your debt. And I would stop bothering you. You know? Darn it. Although I did get an item ID for the axe. Alright. We're gonna pop out of here. Sell our stuff, and then we're gonna do my love broom attempt on my main. Started while grinding for transmog, kill everything, leave without looting, all gets mailed to me. Fun little bit of extra surprise. Sell some rune cloth. 50? Sure. I sold it for a gold yesterday. 275. That doesn't seem right either. I'll take 50 gold. You never know. Maybe somebody will want to level classic jewel crafting or something. Oh man, lots of greens. I think I'm probably just gonna vendor them though. I don't think anything's gonna be worth like. I don't think we're gonna find any greens that are worth so much that it's worth stopping to sell them here. Very good, very good. Same thing with the schematics. I know it said 30k, but we don't we don't believe it. We don't believe it. Alrighty. Give the instance a reset. And then we will log back over. Was there classic jewel crafting? I think you got me there. I don't think they added it till RAF. You need them for what, like blacksmithing? They use them for something. Is it worth watching the item ID list get shorter? I don't know if I want to encourage that kind of behavior in myself. I don't know if I like where that leads. Horton will work through his toys too. Super gentle with one in particular that he brings everywhere. Aww. Was jewel crafting TBC? What was Wrath? Inscription? Yeah, that was what it was. Oh man, things are starting to leak through the colander of my brain. I don't know these characters. Used to watch your boss fight, guys. Thanks for those. Thanks for watching them. Cheers. We got more coming up. Don't you fear. Do we think that today's Love Broom today? It could be. One broom. You see here the Galhio's boss music. I did not yet. Is it awesome? I still like Vroom Vroom. Something about Vroom Vroom. I'm using it, don't get me wrong. I'm saying it. Something about it. Oh boy. Oh man, these bags are in distress. Can I fix anything about this? We get rid of something or another. Good deal for friend of Grubbles like me? It's hard to tell what to get rid of. Those are actually sprint potions. Oh yeah, I got those to help me get through Black Wing Layer, that's right. Whatever. We're doing Crown Chemical Company. I don't fully understand the first part of your statement, but I would say that I do collect things in WoW. It's part of what I do. I've seen worse bags. Holiday items. What else can I get rid of? A necklace of endless memories. Get out of here. Endless memories? Don't remember them. Can I get rid of any? We've got motes of shadow. We've got lean shanks, netherweave cloth. That can go. Some of the meat, that's not worth very much. Lay blood. Some of these things are valuable, so I can't just like carte blanche vendor stuff. With the addition of housing at midnight, they should add a woodworking and carpentry profession for furniture crafting. Would you want them to have wood drop to herbalists as they gather things, or do we want a separate gathering profession of lumbering, like we had in Warlords with the garrison? Remember when you could have the lumber yard and you could go chop down trees? Have you ever watched Krender clean up his bags? I have not. Is it chaotic? Alright. We'll go open our box. I didn't hear anything about them saying any profession around housing stuff. That's all been speculation so far. No sorting. Random vendoring. What is it? Could it possibly be random? You know? Krender's just mayhem in general. Maybe he's just really fast at assessing things. Alright. Drum roll, please. Da-da-da. Nope, not today. I would go back to town and do a daily to get enough love tokens to buy the other piece of Mog that I need, but it turns out it doesn't really matter because I'm going to get tokens for running this anyway. Be awesome if other crafting professions can make things for housing. They might have said something about how some collectibles will be from professions, but I don't think they said a new profession. I think maybe existing ones, but now I'm just kind of imagining things. What did I sell? Or maybe it's just stuff that I didn't sell. Auction house, auction house. I mean, that stuff will still stay in my bags for like a week, right? It's like takes a whole month to expire. Did you get engaged? All day. Put furniture crafting on existing professions. Some of it anyway. Yeah, I'm curious to see where everything starts coming from. I'm just gonna destroy that. Alrighty. Back to the depths. Now see, these are the kind of bags I like to see. This is what makes me happy. Here, let me turn off the webcam because it's not like there's anything in there anyway. Moosey sleeps in the living room during stream time. Look at this. This is what we like. This is the quest item that takes you to Silithus for the beginning of the War Within. Pretty sure reset instances, but I'll do it one more time just in case. Where does Panzer fit? I don't think I need any loot from him. I don't think I need anything from him. I haven't decided how I'm going to handle bosses like that are only sometimes up. If I need something from them, if it's like a unique appearance or whatever, I might need to farm it, but that will be kind of rough. Let's do a little, we'll go poke a Ring of Law early, maybe. Yeah, I'll do a little lap, actually. I want to make sure I get my... It was nice having so many keys early this time. I know it's completely random, but sometimes I have to run the entire instance to get 12 keys for Watchman Doom Grip, and sometimes it just gives them to me. But we have, you know, after this dungeon, it's just going to be more classic dungeons, because that's basically what we're farming. So I have a feeling that we're going to keep... There are some classic dungeons that have temporary bosses, or sometimes bosses, and I might be missing some stuff. I remember Wailing Caverns was like that. The Fairy Dragon and Wailing Caverns, I think, had loot that I needed. I think. Alright, so we're up to 2. I hate Wailing Caverns. I have a real soft spot for it. I couldn't really tell you why. I think it grew on me when I was grinding it for the hatchling. It was a green one, right? Or was it pink? It was pink, I think. There's a little raptor hatchling that dropped from the trash in there that was kind of one of the early rare trash drop farm pets that, you know, we were able to work on, and I was in there for a long time. I actually farmed extras to sell. That was one of my gold making farms for a little while. Skipping everything that's rough if you only have rough things left. Is it better to mix the rough things in? I think skipping the rough things kind of presumes that I will never get so caught up as to only have rough things left. I don't think I'm ever... With my stream schedule being what it is, I don't think I will ever farm so many things that I only have horrible farms left and I have collected everything else. I don't think I'll ever get caught up to that point. I think they're coming out with content faster than I could get to that point. But I could be wrong. Like, we're really cruising through things, especially with being able to collect things from all armor types, so... Entirely possible. Still get lost in Wailing Caverns. Zul'Farrak bad with the rare bosses. Zul'Farrak's a long one. What kind of stuff do I need from there? I wonder what my list is like for Wailing Caverns and Zul'Farrak. Let's see. Classic dungeons. Oh, they're at the very end of the list. I have 93% of things from Wailing Caverns. One of them is indeed from the Deviate Fairy Dragon. It's Firebelcher. Although Firebelcher has a shared appearance with an Argus Zone Drop BOP Gray. That's... I'm gonna wowhead it, but I have doubts that that is a better deficient. Shadow Guard Siphon. That's random. Oh, wow, these worms do not know what to do. There we go. I mean, it's like a 1.8% drop rate from some Aerodath mobs. Weird seeing a Grey Wand. How do you do a double take in the vendor price looted one in Sea of the Triumvirate? That might be easier to farm than Firebelcher, but it would depend on if... I don't know. I only need 2 other things from Wailing Caverns, and I feel like they would drop well before I get the Firebelcher. Also, good news. We got the Anub'Shia boss, and dropped the thing I need. So I only needed 1 more piece of loot from Ring of Law. That's highly exciting. I got my Carapace, and I got my Savage Gladiator Greaves. Apparently part of a set. Didn't know that. Yo, Lubers. I don't know what how other people abbreviate it when they're saying it out loud, but I go for Lubers. Lubers is gonna be exciting, and I'm also gonna get lost in there. There's gonna be all kinds of good stuff. Collecting get more or less rough the further in expansions we go? It's an excellent question. It's kind of a fun experiment, you know. We're gonna see. We're doing it all firsthand. I'm enjoying dungeon farming more than I was enjoying raid farming, because I like being able to just kind of reset and repeatedly run. And dungeons are kind of more manageable. The loot pools are smaller. Even a big dungeon like this with like 1 million bosses still feels more doable to finish than like a raid where there's 19 pieces of loot off of Firemaw and he just won't cough the last one up. We have 9 of our 12 keys. Hopefully we can get another 3 in Bailgun's hallway. I think I'll definitely notice when I get deep enough into dungeons where I can't just like one-shot things with a swipe on a level 70 druid and no gear anymore. But we have a lot of dungeons to get through before that point, so... Ah, 13 keys, so I can now start skipping trash. Although it would be so exciting to get Marlam's Grip or the Spire of the Stone Shaper. I'm gonna wowhead Marlam's Grip. I want to know what people say about it. Is it unique? No, it's got shared appearances. Although it doesn't say from what. Huh. Oh, same model as, but maybe not the exact same color. Zone drop in BRD. What inspired the collecting grind? Do you plan to pause with new content releases? I will definitely pause for content releases. If we have something more current to do, I'll definitely focus on that for a while. This just seems like a really fun thing to do in between. And I think that's the only thing that really inspired it is I was done with Plunderstorm. 11.1 wasn't out yet, and I was kind of looking around for something to do. I've been wanting to do this for ages. I just hadn't started it yet, really. Tea's good. Really hoping for the wand and the wrists, because then we get much shorter resets. To the point that I'm actually a little concerned about hitting instance lockout, but we'll see. Doing content when it is new, just slower. Love that you're doing this. I also always wanted to do it. Much easier to feel motivated when you have company. I feel kind of gratified that I procrastinated it long enough for it to become manageable. Like the mod collecting change is just so amazing for this. Being able to do this in any character and get basically everything. Feels nice to catch up. Okie dokie. Time to start cracking open boxes. Hazel. I'm not gloating. It's not an attack. I'm sharing how I feel. It doesn't have anything to do with you in particular. I thought you would like Plunderstorm. I did like Plunderstorm. I was just done with it very quickly. I only needed a day and a half of plundering to get the entire store looted, and then I was caught up. Doing it yesterday. They shut down the mall, left all the stores full, and you ran into Hot Topic and could take whatever you want, but more casino-y. I don't have speed gear on, no. I will maybe at some point look into it, but I've been just kind of lazy about it. That's true. I could try opening just the vaults and not the chests. But, you know. What if they get the stuff? The things and the stuff. 80 speed set, very easy to set up. Ah, but I'm level 70. Tricky. I don't want to level. I don't want to get out of 70. But, you know, if I don't loot these small sacks of coins, how am I going to pay for my, I don't know, next character's education? I remember when I used to have like a set amount of gold I had to farm for each alt that I leveled because I needed to pay for their flight training. And I would make a challenge out of trying to do it on that character while leveling, like selling like profession mats or whatever it may be to pay for their flight training back when it was like 4K, sometimes even closer to 10K if you had to do it twice. Yeah, we've got lots of baby booties. I have enough to kind of flood the market for several years. Darn it, that's not the item that I needed from that chest. Yeah, let's go try Phalanx and the Emperor. Yeah, we got baby booties at our ears over here. So fun, especially if you haven't played much since transmog farming became a thing. We're gonna... Oh, don't mind me getting lost. Going the wrong way. Oh, no, I'm very lost. I'm thinking I'm going backwards, aren't I? Yes, I am. Up the stairs, because that's where the teleporter is. I'm going to the Grim Guzzler, but I don't know if they'll let me backtrack into it. Maybe they will. It'll save me some time. Is this door closed? Can I open it? It needs the key. Aw. Darn it, I thought I could be cheeky. Who's winning tonight? Oh, it's football. Oh, I don't know. Into the domicile, or going from here. I usually favor teams with animal name over teams with non-animal name, which would mean birds. So, go Philadelphia. Yeah. But I don't really know much about it. Yay, football. I usually just watch the halftime show on YouTube later. That's my level of engagement. Sports ball. I find myself increasingly looking for more Canadian entertainment options. Gonna dig up my CBC gem password and start looking into those. You know, balance it out a little bit. Don't think I did for last year either. Impressed you knew the teams. As I've been doom scrolling a little too much and it's become a little politicized. It's not a good thing for me. Don't follow it either. We're gonna watch it in a pub tonight regardless, just because it's a fun thing. Yeah, we have a football league here. I just don't really know what the point is. Number of shows in CBC Gym that I want to watch. Yeah, I've heard a few good things. I would just need to maybe give it a whirl. I've just been rewatching Black Mirror, which has been interesting as a rewatch, especially because it's now almost 10 years old, the oldest seasons. But, you know, it's Black Mirror, so you're gonna be kind of upset and unsettled at the end of it. I was gonna go out to dinner and may need to rethink where if it's Super Bowl night. How does Black Mirror help with the doom scrolling? It doesn't. It actively facilitates it. It's not good. Not been good for me. Especially because I'll get to the end of the episode and then I'll be like, I don't know if I remember, I know what happened, but like I want to know what other people thought about it, because it's one of those shows it's always fun to read people's theories and stuff. And then you read the theories and then you just keep scrolling and then you're in hell. It aged very well. It doesn't seem, I mean, 10 years ago wasn't that long ago, but it doesn't feel dated yet. Started watching, of all things, Ink Master, mainly because my tattoo artist was on the latest season. Surprisingly addictive. No, I haven't watched Buffy. You were 22 10 years ago. That's right. I was just starting out my YouTube career too. Different time. Hey. Hey. Uh-oh. Just give me 6. Give me 6. Oh. Alright. I don't know if I'm still allowed to fight him. I got in combat. Yeah, he's gone. Is Phalanx mad anyway? Can I just fight him anyway? He's going to the door. Starting the brawl early, yeah. Might enjoy Buffy, perhaps. Practically a baby. Surprised you seem like a Buffy person. I would be dying to know what that means. Wait around becomes hostile, but it's not fast. Okay, can I talk to him and like... I don't know. I'll hang out for a bit. I want a main druid struggling to get into the DPS specs. They are making a reboot. Other than having a crush on Sarah Michelle Gellar. I'm just slaughtering all these people for something to do. It's nice that they decorated for Love is in the Air. Look at all these roses and stuff up. That's cute. Hey Hazel, greetings chat. Hello, what's up? Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. Are you mad yet? I don't think he's gonna get mad. I don't know. Let me wow hit it. Phalanx. It's just because I need a piece of loot off of it. Does not become hostile to Alliance. He gains the faction of Ironforge. So because I'm not Horde, he's broken. Okay. That's fine. I'll be more careful next time. Fascinating. Well, there's still a chance for me to get those same wrists from the last boss, so... You know, we've got hope. I was trying to buy the booze to make the other dwarf drunk, and he just... The barkeep stopped wanting to sell to me. I was playing the game last night of, go onto the realtor website and go out into the boonies until you can actually afford a house. And then imagine that you're gonna live in, like, the giga boonies. It would only be like a, 17-hour drive from home. And I could almost pay for the house in cash. Sure, it needs a little work, but you know, maybe you can afford to work on the roof if you didn't have to pay $500,000 for it. Or, you know, if it's a small enough house, what if I get up there and do the roof myself? You know, how hard can it be? We need 2 torches. We had some extras earlier, but they don't last very long. They only stay lit for about 3 minutes. Flamekeeper over here. Literally did your roof yourself, or moving 17 hours away so you could afford a house? It would only be like 4 hours away if I took a flight. there's airports and stuff. Minor shingle repair. Oh. No, I actually found something like that, but I don't think I would move out there. I think that it would be hard for me to live that far from my family again. And also, it would be hard for me to live that deep in the woods. For other reasons, it would be a big adjustment. I would have a lot of learning to do. I am a Canadian citizen living in Canada. I was an American permanent resident for about 7 years, but I forfeited that when I repatriated back to Canada. Solution: learn to fly, get a plane, live on the plane. How is plane? There you go. Kind of want the listing. Oh. You go to a lot of places in the interior of BC, on the northern half of the province. You know, cap your price at about 400K. Go for 2 beds, 1 bath, freehold, and see what you can find. It's kind of fun. There was one place that was 450, and it was a property with a admittedly completely busted house. 50 acres. We were like, what if we had 50 acres? Then it doesn't matter where the grocery store is, because I'm living on the prairie. I'm growing my own food. I never need to see anybody ever again. I'm just going to live off the land. I know it's not that easy, but yeah, it would be like, it just crazy. What if suddenly a compound, right? How many years do you think we are away from the arc where Hazel declares sovereignty? 11 hours away? 17 hours, and yes, it's a big province. It's a very big province. All the provinces are big. Well, actually, that's not true. Most of the provinces are big. Once you get out to the Maritimes, some of them are itsy-bitsy. When does Hazel go full recluse? No luck on those bracers. Oh well. Try again. You have to get your internet service from a satellite. There's actually, I checked the ISPs because that's one of the things that I do, and you can actually get surprisingly good non-satellite internet out there on that particular place. I was shocked. I've moved to Nunavut. What I'm learning is that Ontario and Texas similar in size by driving.
I have many wares.
Yeah, I don't know about satellite internet. I'm sure it was great for a lot of things. I don't know about running a live stream as a streamer off of it. I'm sure some people do it, but like... Nobody wants these dark iron rifle schematics. Well, maybe because they're so inflated, I can just stick it up for 100 gold and upset somebody. Oh no, they're already that cheap. It's just an old data in there. All right. How cute.
Fine, leave. I was done talking to you anyway. If you find anything exotic, bring it.
Washington, only about 8 hours coast to Idaho border. Dead spots when satellite swapping, not great for streams, raids, or Mythic Plus. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna... I think we already reset it. I think I reset my instance like 5 times while I'm outside of it. Alright, we're hoping for Hedrum. We're hoping for a blue spider at a Ring of Law. And then we're hoping that Watchman Doomgrip finally gives up his wand. Because until he does that, we're gonna be looking for keys. And aside from that, what else do we want? We want wrists from Phalanx or the Emperor. Either one. Doesn't matter which. Either or. But yeah, a lot of these places that are way out rural get very, very harsh weather conditions, and they also get wildfire smoke, and they're also at risk of wildfires directly. It's not just that you're far away from here, it's that there's a lot of other challenges that come with living there. Same thing with, there's some small, like, Gulf islands that have affordable properties on them, and it's like, wow, I could afford oceanfront. But it's like, yes, but if you want any services of any kind, I hope that the ferry's running, which it stops doing every time that there's weather, you know, like, it's just a little bit of a different thing. Better if you have your own boat, I suppose. But even then, like, you're not in the right kind of storm. You're still not getting back to the mainland. You might be not opposed to living that far out if teleportation became common. Like Star Trek teleporting. Tidal flooding also a thing. Yeah. Used to joke where I lived, where my parents lived in the same country, had a longer trip home than my colleague, who had to cross 3 countries to make it to her home. Not half as far as a trip through BC. I mean, it depends on if you're going north to south or east to west for BC, but yeah. Big place. Also very, geographically, interesting, so you're not, most of the roads aren't just going in a direct, straight, beamed up line. You gotta kind of go around different things. But think of the stories I would have. Think of the stream stories. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. We had, elk having a meeting right in front of the house. So we've decided to let them finish their meeting before we go up. We are currently in combat with a bear. I would just have lots of, like, vegetable updates. I would, like, bring a carrot onto stream or, like, a tomato, and I'd be like, look at this bad boy. I did it. I did it. Bet Moose would have a blast. He would, though, find a way to be one of those dogs that upsets a hedgehog. Or a porcupine or whatever it is. All of the, like, Alaska Vet, Yukon Vet shows are filled with dogs that could not leave the spiky critters alone and then got a face full of quills. Constantly. It's like half of the shows. No luck there. We leave this way, that's right. But yeah, anywhere that he could romp around on a bunch of land, he would be happy as a clam. Only 1 relic coffer key so far. Neighbor's Golden did that when I was a teen. So many quills. Yeah, no fun for puppy. Although, some of them are a little bit dumb and they keep doing it, like they don't learn. I think winters would probably get me down. Winters get me down here, and winters are very mild here, I think, in a really, really harsh place. We have gaming friends that live in places like that, and they pretty much just... You don't see them online much in the summer because they're, like, out living life, and then in the winter they just stay home and play WoW because there's nothing else that you can do because you're just, like... The weather is so harsh outside. How are we doing? Oh, already up to 6 keys. Halfway there. How come you don't play WoW Classic? Well, I don't do lots of things. I like doing this. You can't opt out of everything. You gotta opt into stuff. Just wasn't top of my list. I did play hardcore for a few weeks when it came out. I made a character. I was a warlock. I was an undead warlock. What was my name? I know my Flabby's name was Coffin Cheese. I was Earbugs. That's right. I had earbugs. Hazel, think of the views in the woods. Some of the places have, like, ocean views, mountain views. Drama Queen would take off. Yeah, no. I don't think so. Other people. Very scary. Nice thing about winter in the country, easier to do wintry things like snowshoeing. I feel like Moose would really enjoy coming along cross-country skiing. I've never been cross-country skiing. I've barely been downhill skiing. I've never been snowshoeing, but I feel like Moose would have an absolute ball. Would he ski on 2 or 4 skis? I think he would just leap through the snow like a bunny. Blink, blink, blink. Bet he could pull you. Love cross-country skiing, but our dog growing up would always want to walk on the skis so our paws would stay drier and made progress rough. I wouldn't try to get Moose to pull me on a sled alone. I think there's a reason that dog sleds are pulled by teams and not by a dog. He's part husky. I'm sure he would have fun. Congrats on your 5 new puppies. Yeah. He's, Moose is like the dog equivalent of like a trust fund baby. He doesn't have to work. He doesn't need a job. He just gets to lie around. I don't know, invest in dog crypto and take big naps. Probably love it. He would probably really enjoy having something to do. We always said that if Moose needed a job, he would, nah, I was joking. It's just, Moose is not a crypto dog. There's no crypto involved anywhere here. But if he needed a job, search and rescue would be right up his alley. He loves sniffing for things. He loves exploring. He loves navigating difficult terrain. He wants nothing more than to find rocks and climb up them. 11 of 12 keys here. Cliffs and climb up them, difficult bushes and like finding ways over and around and under things. Like that's his jam. He would probably like that. I don't think I'd be able to keep up. Yeah, there's no moose going. Any keys? Relic coffer keys? Nope. Got an extra copy of the leash. You want more relic coffer key? Sounds wonderful to me. I would need to learn more about dog training and be more consistent. I read a lot about dog training when I first got him, and we did a bunch of it, and he did good. And then we all kind of got comfortable, and we stopped learning new things, and we just do the things that we do, because I guess we reached a point where I was new enough to be reasonable in society, and then we all kind of just chilled. Which is a shame, because he does like training. He enjoys it a lot. He gets very excited when he knows what you want from him. I should probably teach him some new things. He's a smart boy. You just get kind of complacent. I need another key. Just one more. Do you have it? No. Alright, well, we'll port back after the Grim Guzzler to do Watchman. Watchman, what's his face? Whoa, I got a new green that I didn't have at all. The orange Can I Mog It X. Unbeatable. Doesn't happen all that often. I don't know how I would play this game without add-ons. It would be tough. You can cross-server with Australian servers, but not European. Australia gets grouped in with NA servers, but EU does not. There's an episode on Ink Master. Challenge was to tattoo pet portraits, different service dogs, and it blew my mind as to the tasks that some of the dogs could do. Oh. Yeah, I bet there's some unanticipated ones beyond like your typical like service dogs and disability dogs and like health alert dogs and search and rescue dogs. Bomb sniffing dogs, that kind of thing. Tax dogs, the usual. Hey, Moosey. Do taxes. I saw a little clip, I think it was maybe from the Netflix dogs documentary, about cancer sniffing dogs that were like more like really effective early cancer detection without needing expensive tests and whatnot. That was kind of wild. Robil, thank you very much for the 30-month resub. If dogs could do taxes, drive to the shelter tomorrow. Cancer smelling cats? Was it cats? Maybe it's both. I thought it was dogs. Apparently a few humans who can smell certain illnesses too. That's wild. I would feel crazy. Like I wouldn't believe it. I would feel like I'm just losing it. Mm-hmm. Hazel, you're big into football. No. No, I'm not. I'm happy that people are excited and going to have some fun. It's nice. That's good. I'm not trying to Debbie down about football. I'm just not following it myself. Is it the first team to do the back-to-back-to-back? I wouldn't know. I have not heard about that woman that can smell Parkinson's. Just Debbie down, come after fourth down. Fiance excited and rooting for Chiefs because T-Swift's boyfriend is on the Chiefs. If Kansas wins, people riot. And if Philly wins, Philly riots, because that's what Philly does. Oh, I need to be careful not to upset anybody here. Before I can buy my six units of booze. Josh and Kaylee's also my only connection. 6. Oh. Got a new great appearance. From Philly, can confirm. It is always weird when you live in a city that has a sports team that's at a major event. It hasn't happened, I don't think, in a long time. But when the Canucks went for the Stanley Cup, whatever year it was that they broke things, even locally where I was, it was still like a lot of public spirit going on. Canucks Stanley Cup. They did not win as far as I know. When was the last time they won? Have the Canucks ever won a Stanley Cup? Wow, the reply is the Canucks have appeared in the Stanley Cup Finals 3 times. 82, 94, and 2011, and they lost each time. Oh dear. I think they broke everything because of losing. Yeah, not our finest moment. Oh, we got the wrists. Nice. I don't need to do the rest of the instance then. I'm all set. I just need to go back with my keys and do the secret safe for the wand. I don't think they have. Mm-hmm. What does a Leafs fan do when they win the Stanley Cup? They turn off the PlayStation and go to bed. Oh man. I don't even know which teams tend to win it. I don't really follow hockey very closely either. I just know that people get really excited about it. Kids have a 2-hour delay tomorrow, and if we win, the day off for the day of the parade. Seriously? That's crazy. Aren't Stanley Cups those drink containers? I mean, yes, but it's a big silver trophy that the hockey people want. I think they probably drink booze out of it. It's usually what cup-shaped trophies end up happening. I don't know why it's called Stanley though. Tangentially, not a hockey fan, but the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto, pretty cool to visit. I never connected before the drink container with the hockey trophy. I never ever thought of that. All right, come on, Wand of Eternal Light. If we can get that, then we just need one thing from Ring of Law, and we all know how that goes. One of my girlfriends said she wanted a Stanley Cup for Christmas this year. My brain short-circuited before I understood she was talking about a thermos. She's professing big dreams of getting into professional sports. So behind a cup, thought we'd moved on to Yeti. Yeah, I think pretty much any insulated stainless steel drink container with a straw. I mean, I had like a water bottle for ages. I still have it. I got this for Christmas. Works good. Same idea. This one's nice because it fits in my car cup holder, but that means that it's a narrower bottom, so it's a little more top heavy, so it's easier to knock over when my dog's tail hits it on the coffee table. Darn it, that's not what I'm looking for either. Oh well, we reset and we go again, but now we only need to do the safe, so it's basically get 12 keys and then we're set. Got to take a picture with the Stanley Cup a few years ago when the Blues won. People all wanted to kiss the cup. Oh. Use a thermos from Brand Thermos. I have some thermos branded thermoses that I use to pack hot food into for fishing trips. Get some like curry leftovers or some soup or beans or something like that. It's good. It's good stuff. I haven't been fishing because it's cold. And I'm a big baby. But I'm looking forward to spring. A little spring trout fishing sounds really nice. Out of curiosity. Armor. Uncollected. You know, anything cheap, I'll take it. Some of them are just like crafted, but that's fine. If I can get it off the list, I can get it off the list. What about weapons? I think we'll get some of those Defias things like in Deadmines. It might be one of the better times to buy crafted War Within weapons. They're probably not going to get any cheaper. I'm probably not going to be able to use some of those things. Although maybe if I like vendor them, it'll just learn them anyway. I think that'll work. Oh, hang on. Wraith Scythe. Oh, I looted those and they just got mailed to me. I gotcha. 12 more days until spring? Oh. Oh, yeah. Added to appearance collection, added to appearance collection. Very good, very good. I don't think I'm going to bother opening the lockboxes. Maybe I should, but I won't. Alright. One-stop collection shop. Scanned your missing auction houseables unlocks. Transmog-wise. Got the Heartbreaker mail. Congrats! Whatever happened to matching thermoses and lunchboxes? Stanley's a top heavy too. Spill mine all the time. Here we go. I wonder what I can do to fix this. not worry about it. Probably the best move. So now I'm gonna be kind of wanting to clear as much of this trash as I can to try to get my keys. I'll probably do a whole lap and do some of the side rooms as well. Because otherwise I'm going to have to run farther past and then backtrack. And I don't want to backtrack if I can avoid it. Yeah, I don't think you need an add-on to scan the auctionist for uncollected things. There's literally a default. I mean, I'm sure the add-ons work great, but there's also a default checkbox that works really well. I was just using it. You just search for uncollected and then you sort by price and then there you go. Belgar trash good for keys. Yeah, anything with dark iron dwarves in it, really. And then you just have to get a bit lucky. 8th year of doing the Valentine's Dungeon on 12 and now 13 characters. Bad luck protection is a lie. Just use the default one personally. Week off from the 2-month heat wave. Oh. Hopefully weather starts turning around soon. I'm excited for spring. I'm really excited for spring. Winter bums me out every year, and every year I'm like surprised, like it doesn't happen every year. I never see it coming. I'm always surprised by how grim January feels usually. February's a little better. We have Valentine's Day in another 5 days. And this upcoming, what's it gonna be? Friday, this Friday. How are we doing keys-wise? 5 already. Happy about that. Finally turn in my No Rocket Club membership card. Congratulations. I'm still holding out for the broom. Although I think the stakes aren't that high. If I don't get the broom, I'll get the red one on the trading post. I'm just trying to be cheap and save my tender. January and February on the prairies is rough. Columbia's nice. 21 Celsius every day. Very affordable. Need to do that. Continue my membership to the No Rocket Club. Sunny day with a night's worth of fresh powder snow. My favorite weather in season. Still no rocket. Did get the broom. I love bright, sunny spring mornings when the bushes and the trees start blossoming. I think it's partly because I'm not like a big seasonal allergies person. Although in recent years I have been getting a little sniffly and a little stuffy. But yeah, it's just so pretty, and it's so nice to see the sun when you feel like you haven't seen it for half a year. All right, we're hoping for Hedram the Creeper, and then if he spawns, we're hoping that he drops the Savage Gladiator helm. A unique appearance. Looks like this. Actually, kind of fantastic. I'm pretty sure I've seen this broom in a hardware store. Got a broom hat. I want a broom hat. I'm hoping for it. Holding out hope. Dread spring because it's a prelude to summer. Once we get over 24 Celsius, I shut down. I'm usually pretty happy up until like 28, 29. Once you start flirting with 30 Celsius, I get a little uncomfy, depending on how cool I can keep it inside. And then anything over 30 and I'm not happy anymore, but I can handle fairly hot temperatures before I get gross. The problem is that my dog can't. The pets have a much harder time. And that's always stressful. No luck with the ring-along this time. But we only need another 5 keys, and then we can try Watchman Doom Grip. Can you believe we only need 2 more boss drop blues? We're so close. What's under quests? This garbage. Things that I have the appearance from already. I don't know why they're being tracked here. Some of them are like faction locked as well, which is weird. It might be because these items are like class items normally, but you can earn them in a non-class locked version. That might be why it's being tracked, but the quests are kind of wonky to get a hold of in the first place, and they weren't even tracking correctly. Like, one of these says I can do it on an undead priest, and then I logged onto an undead priest, and then it said, this is no quest, you don't need that. Very annoying. But yeah, they're all Molten Core lookalikes. How are we doing? 8 to 12. I don't know if I have the looter rank. I don't keep engineering on characters anymore. Whew, don't mind me struggling to walk through a gate, my goodness. This seems fast enough for me for now, though. I might get a speed set at some point. There's a key. Just need 2 more of those. Account mode. This is account mode. So I'm not tracking sources. I don't need all the item sources or item IDs or anything, but I do want all the armor types. So this helmet is male, and then there's a wand as well. Garden hose, good for dogs. You'd think, yeah, if the dog likes it. It doesn't help you a whole lot if you live in an apartment, though. It kind of predicates having a garden hose. A garden hose is one of my dream items to have in my life. I water my plants by filling up a watering can in my bathtub and then trying not to spill. It's a whole thing. Hoses sound like magic to me. Any keys? Oh yeah, lots of keys. All right, we're going straight through. Yeah, luckily both the dog and the cat really enjoy ice cubes, which can sometimes help them cool down a little bit in the summer. You can give them some cool water. They like staying quite hydrated. If the house is cool enough, like the apartment, they'll just flop on the floor, that kind of thing. Love the videos of people who fill kiddie pools with snow and ice in the summer. Sprinkler for my dog. Take with us to our parents' house in the summer for the dog to run through. Doggy ice cream cups on hand for my pupper. Learned a new gardening trick. If you boil eggs, use the leftover water for plants. High amounts of calcium, good for tomatoes and peppers. That's cool. I've never heard of that one before. We used to save eggshells and clean them and break them up into grit to give back to the chickens. That used to be a thing. Also good for the garden. Doing main only? Excited to go back to some 100%ed zones for the eventual furniture category. Oh yeah, what if we have to farm all this again? We might. We might. Alright. I'm getting way too held up. Eggshells back to chickens, isn't that kind of cannibalism? No? Put them in coffee grounds for the garden. Plants also love human blood. Can you unsay that? Can you just, like, go back in time and not tell me that? Especially because I trust you enough to believe you, and now I'll never unknow it. Alright, we're hoping for a wand of eternal light from the secret safe. Good lord. No rocket. There's always tomorrow. Or at least there's always tomorrow until there's no more tomorrows. But for now, got a few more tomorrows. Context both. Oh. Partner and I took medical training that involved blood draws. Gotcha. Oh dear. Alright, come on, wand. Yes! Now, all we need is the one ring of lava, so we can just keep resetting that until they kick us out of here. Look, it's cute. Oh, did I jump? I didn't mean to jump. Where are we even headed after BRD? If I was getting ahead of myself, I need to look at my list. I think these are in alphabetical order. I think that we're doing classic dungeons in alphabetical order. Deadmines. Deadmines is next. BRD will still be on the list because of that dumb quest thing, but we'll have all the boss drops anyway. Use that wand on my main. It's pretty. I think I'm more likely to use it than a lot of the other monk that we've gotten in BRD so far. I'm gonna check on uncollected stuff again. So, here you go. Armor. Default filters have uncollected. And then you can just sort that by price. So that one's War Within Blacksmithing. For 100 gold. Get these two. Those are engineering. Hello, 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 honey bun. Hope you're having a lovely weekend so far. Happy Sunday.
Greetings, sir, and ma'am.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna take a short break before we get into this Ring of Law slamming. I think we're gonna do it pretty rapidly. BRB. Okie dokie. It's a BRB. I went to go check on all the boo-boos. Moose is so tired this morning. He got to kind of jump around and play with one of his friends that he met on his walk. And he's gone. I like rubbed his tummy a little bit and he stretched his toes like a millimeter and that was the only acknowledgement I could get out of him. Go placidly, thank you for the 25-month resub. Appreciate it very, very much. Alright, Ring of Law. We got one boss loot left here. Unless the game decides it wants to drop me like a zone drop, but we won't stress about it too much. But we got one piece of boss loot left. It's from Ring of Law. It's off of Hedrim. The blue spiders. That's who we're hoping shows up here. I went on the wrong side, didn't I? Yep, this isn't there. This isn't right. Turning around. Don't mind me. I no longer need to worry about keys. Never seen you play Feral Druid. I can't say I really play it much. I'm mainly just running around swiping things for the purposes of farming transmog out of old instances. You know, he's relatively fast. And he's got a nice cooldown free AoE. I have not achieved 100% in War Within and all the things. I'm going from the bottom up, not the top down. That is a much later me problem. I did some of the things in War Within. We got the Med achievement. 4 more days in Azure Daily. So close to never going back there again. Come on, Hedrim. The question is, do we get the item, or does instance lockout get us first? Because I bet you we can do this more than 10 times an hour. Not a very long run. He has 4,337 gold. Installing all the things because you heard this music. Thought I didn't log out of Orgrimmar for a second. It is a little weird, right? This is this is the Orgrimmar song. Oh, that's not who we wanted. Reset. Got the legs from the Savage Gladiator set. We need the helmet. I guess if I do hit instance cap, then I suppose I can find something else to do in the intro. Maybe leveling that hunter to have another character to run raids on. Or I could look into... I was going to say I could look into speed set gear for him, but I probably would need instances for that as well. Alright, so we go in pretty much an exact straight line from the door. $329 to 600 bone fragments? At least Spirit of Echo seems doable in the same day. What a grind. Yeah. Yeah, big project. Great mount, though. And once you got it, you got it. Yeah, we're going to be able to keep pretty good uptime on this. Oh, that's right. Instance lockouts per realm. So if we hit instance cap on Barnaclos, we can do this on Roka, on my hunter, my orc hunter. Assuming that's true anyway, we'll find out. It might come to that. I feel like this could be quite rude because of the double RNG. You need the right boss and then you need the right loot. You'll scare new players to think there are mounts that you can lose. That's true. There's titles that you lose, you know. Slayer of Stupid and Incompetent Minions comes to mind. Fortunately, we don't get to hang on to that one. But yeah, I guess most things in WoW, once you get them, you get them. Okay, come on, Blue Spider. We had him once already, but he didn't drop the right loot. Titles you lose? They were never like, it's not like you did something wrong and you lost it, just titles that are awarded temporarily. There's one you get in an old raid. That's not what we're looking for. Yeah. There's also, I think it is permanent now. But during BFA, the Trashmaster title was, I think, specific to you wearing the cloak. But maybe there was an achievement that you got that gave you the title permanently. Could I be Trashmaster right now? QRST. Trashmaster might still have to do with the cloak, actually. Maybe I'm misremembering. Or is it the Trashmaster? No, I thought it was just Trashmaster. No. Might need to have the cloak on it. You can use it whenever? Why don't I have it now? Is it character specific? Character specific, gotcha. Okay, reset instances. Weird being in here, then a lot of players in Era are in there every day hoping that that boss doesn't spawn. Oh, does he suck? Is he bad? Would require an appropriate broom helmet for sweeping up. How hard are PCs to build? Partner and I in the market, deciding between doing a custom build with somebody or just building ourselves. It is completely possible to build a PC yourself, even if you've never done it before. It's just a question of whether or not you think that would be fun and interesting or just like stressful. It's like very expensive Legos that are kind of delicate sometimes. So it just depends on how well you handle that kind of thing. But you can absolutely learn how to do it on YouTube. That's what I did when I did it the first time. Takes a bit of time, and honestly, if the upcharge for having someone else build it for you is not more than like $100 or $200, it's kind of just worth saving the time, because sometimes it can take a lot longer than that, especially if you're new to get it together. But the nice thing about building it yourself is that you then kind of know what the bits are and where they go, so that if something needs replacing or needs reseeding or whatever later on, you're a little more familiar with it. You can sometimes, I've had pre-built shipped to me that wouldn't turn on when they arrived because something had become unplugged during transit or was never plugged in. And I would have been stressed trying to figure out how to fix that if I hadn't built anything before. But because I had done it at least once, I was able to look in there and be like, oh, this thing just needs stuff, and then it was fine. Please consider a broom hill. Next I may buy a pre-built small form factor. Doesn't take up desk space. Anything I build will be for a home server. Spent almost 5K into pre-built last year and the OS was corrupted. Oh, that's stressful. Nope. Not the boss we're looking for. Not anymore, anyway. The good news is that we get 2 pieces of loot from a boss, so we have a pretty good chance, not guaranteed, but if we do see the right boss, that it's likely that it drops the thing we're looking for. Fiance is an engineer, loves Legos. Maybe we can give it a shot. We've seen horror stories of people building it themselves, completely ruining it. Yeah. That's anything on the internet, though. If you go looking for it, you can find horror stories about anything, and then the reality is usually not quite as spooky as that. The nice thing about looking up things that go wrong, though, is it gives you an idea of what to be careful with. You know. Try not to drop heavy stuff. Having some level of managing your static electricity is nice. Just being careful to ground yourself before you touch anything real delicate would be good. Yeah. Don't spill anything on it. The huge. Besides, the gratification when it finally boots up, so good. It feels like a rite of passage to have it not boot up and then to go, no, and then to realize that you forgot to connect the second power connector to the motherboard because there's, like, it's just, like, a little one that, like, you miss every time. And then it's fine, and then it's just, like, a huge sigh of relief. Don't use CD tray as cup holder. $100, well worth avoiding the stress to get it working right. Describe building computers as Lego advanced mode, so that fits. The thing I hate about doing it is that I'm a baby and I have soft little baby fingers, and even when I don't cut myself on anything in the case, which sometimes happens, sometimes there's sharp bits, even if I manage to avoid bloodshed, even just like the plastic connectors and all the power supply things, they tend to tear up my fingertips. Like, it just kind of hurts. Maybe if you have like rugged hands, it won't be so bad, but like, I'm a baby. Owie. My fingies. Aw, man. But you know, you do it once and then it's kind of good. The blood is important to offer the button computer for proper functioning. It's those darn, the metal pieces at the back that cover the extra ports that you're not using and stuff. Those things are razors. They're awful. Molex cable is insanely painful to deal with. Also hated when I had an Noctua cooler. The grill blade's super sharp. Yeah. We're getting out of here. We're resetting. But I'm glad I've done it. I would do it again. Although, of course, if I did it again, I think I would watch all the videos again to remind myself on what I'm doing, because it's been so long. I think the last one I built was probably 2018, which is now 7 years ago, so it's been some time. Blood is a necessary sacrifice to appease the PC building gods. I like building in big fat cases. I like building in really large cases because then you actually have room to route things and you have room to move your hands and you're not like, well, it just kind of gives you more options as to how to deal with things. But then you have a big old PC case, which not everybody wants to have. You know, some people want to have it on their desk or not taking up like a huge part of their room. But, you know, you do a nice and big one, and then if you're like, oh man, I wish I had a little more ventilation, should I get an extra fan? It's not like a where you put it, it's just like a yes. Well, yeah, lots of space for fans, exactly. I love a good full tower. It would be different if I couldn't fit the PC tower, but I don't know, I like a big chunky one. I used to really like, and it's been forever, I used to like Fantex cases. Those were my go-to. Those were good. Man. Yeah, I built the most recent one in 2018, and I built my first one in 2011. And it just seems like a simpler time back then. I remember going on PC Part Picker, trying to, and like camping out prices of the different things. I'm sure you can still do that, but I don't know. I was just younger and full of hope. Hedrum's here! Will he drop my Savage Gladiator helm? Drum roll! Yes! We're done! We're done! The only things left from BRD are these mistaken quest things, and then the zone drops, which we are, per Hazel's rules, not going to stress about. It's time for a new dungeon. So much more to deal with now.
Step closer and don't mumble.
What's that one? Ah, nobody wants to look for giants. Alright, let's clean up our bags and take a look at our next target. Also, I've got 500 rune cloth to sell. I should probably post the silk too, just in case.
Come back with some better stories.
Sure, yeah. Alright. 1 gold. Alright, fine. 4 gold.
If you find anything inside, bring it to me.
ATD. So AQ, we're just kind of waiting on the rep farms. If we get to a point where we're finished all the class sets, we still need some stuff from presumably Silted Royalty, then we'll start running characters, but we're set for Blackrock Depths. This is annoying. This is really annoying because it makes it look like I'm only 80% done, when in fact I have all of the boss loot and I'm only missing 2 BOEs. But Deadmines. Uh-oh. Deadmines. Deadmines is actually an interesting one. I'm missing 2 items that are zone drops. I don't think they're rare zone drops, though. And then these 2 items from this Brainwash Noble, not always present in the cavern before the instance, not even in Deadmines. Unfortunately, both staves are a unique appearance. Both are BOEs. I did have a rule about BOEs. Let me check and see what the prices of those are. Just to, you know, have a little look-see. Staff of Conjuring. So, there's only 2 available on US realms in total. Valuing 56k, alright. Not so worried about that. Especially because it doesn't even sound like it's from the instance. Same thing with the Staff of Nobles. They're a little expensive, and they're like 50k for the cheapest one that's available. Yeah, I don't know where Heroic Deadmines is. Might be Kata. These things I think are pretty cheap. I think I've seen these. The mage staff.
To trade needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Defias. Well, the rapiers anyway. Maybe not the mage staff.
If you find anything exotic,
BOE. Blood wizards or pirates on the boat near the end of the dungeon. Let me check. Wow. Or Undermine Exchange. Lots of those in NA realms. I could buy one for 238 gold if I was to go to a different realm. Asgalore, apparently. Or I could run it. Let's poke around in Deadmines a little bit. This brainwash noble business looks annoying. He's not even in the instance. I don't think he should count. I'm using Undermine Exchange to check region prices. Brainwash Noble. Oh, he's got a very low drop rate on those items too. Ooh, spooky. Takes about an hour to respawn. Outside the instance right before the undead part. Oh dear. I think that if I'm just going by my rules, I technically don't need anything. Because he's not even in the instance, and both of those are BOEs. And then those are both technically zone drops. The sword, I think, should be not hard to get. I'll do a little poke around. It's like when I was farming the skelly guy for, I forget what it was that I wanted from him, like a bone thing. That was a whole project. So that's where the Brainwash Noble spawns. You're right, I could camp somebody there and just check it when I like log in and out and check it kind of thing. Yeah, he's not even up right now. I want to do just like one run of the dungeon to see if I can get the rapier or the mage staff to just drop for me directly. Blood wizards, pirates on the boat, so we need to clear the boat at the end of the instance, basically. Twitch looks great in my new monitor. Never had a 2K monitor before. Nice. Let's see. Because yeah, when you do this, why does it show the Brainwash Noble? He's not in the instance. Waves back in 2K. Linen cloth. Low level greens. I don't think we're really going to set up camp here. I just wanted to have a look and see if I can maybe get these two things. I don't think I'm going to worry about the noble beyond maybe parking a character out there. At least one of these zone drops only drops from a few mobs near the start. I mean, AGT is telling me that both of these things drop from mobs on the boat near the end of the dungeon. This guy, the Brainwash Noble guy, he's outside the instance entirely. But these ones are both listed as being from the... Unless the listing's wrong. Which it could be. Let me check it. I'm not farming item IDs. Check the Wowhead listing for this mage staff. Staff now drops again. Right after Foe Reaper, before Juggernaut took a few runs. Managed to get it eventually. Okay, so we're into the Blood Wizards. Should I open the chest? What could it be? Oh yeah, there we go. One mage staff. Problem solved. Dun, 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 dun. And now if we could get the sword, which should be just fine. No problem. Well, I'm saying no problem. I'm not guaranteed to get it, but they're pretty cheap. I could buy one for 100 or so gold if I wanted to. I'm just trying to save 100 gold here. Not the finest use of my time. Could be worse though. It's kind of fun to get them yourself. I'm glad I got that mage staff. That was a bit lucky, I think. It's like a 0.02% drop rate according to Wowhead. Although I think it's because, I think that's partly because, that's the wrong sword. Partly because those mobs, like it wasn't dropping for a long time, so that probably messed with the data. Still not the same, so not the right sword. ATT shows heroic Deadmines under classic, but yours doesn't. That is strange. I did just update my ATT today too, so I should be up to date. Aw, thank you, Spoiled Bat. Appreciate it. I used to farm this for the parrot. My green wing macaw. An absolute classic. I don't think I'm gonna stay here and try and make the sword drop. I think I'll just buy one. There's too many other instances to get to that are gonna give things that aren't BOEs. Maybe you have 100% heroic. Oh, that could be it. That might be why. Any luck with the new Levels in the Air mount? Not yet. We've been trying every day. No luck just yet. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy that one. There's one up for 77 gold. I'll take it.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Got the new mount. Still don't have the rocket. I do admit it's annoying having so many exceptions to my rules, even though it means that I can keep... Oh, hey, there's a green wing macaw. I can keep going and I can continue farming things. It is annoying having stuff stuck in the list, but some of it's just stuck for the sake of being stuck. I know I didn't need to equip that, but didn't hurt. Alright. I'm not even going to keep the extra baby booties. I'm just going to vendor them. Yeah, those are not very valuable. I can vendor that too. Got the new mount. Did you buy the new mount with the auction house? Did you use gold? I used gold. I was given some gold by one of my friends though to bridge the last bit of the gap. I am going /ATT. Okay. So, Deadmines effectively done. These are both BOEs from a rare that is outside of the instance in general. He's not even in the zone, so I'm not going to worry about him for the moment. Which brings us to Dire Maul, Capital Gardens. You can blacksmith corruption out of the demonic runes. But he's a BOP, so you'd have to get it made. Oh no, Dire Maul. There's an unfinished business quest from Captain Cromcrush. Doesn't say that it's like part of the big quest line as far as I can tell. One zone drop that's a BOE. Stonebark gauntlets. And then some common boss drops and stuff. Alright. I think we're going to Dire Maul. Probably about equidistant Wailing Caverns versus... you know what? Let's teleport to Silithus. Let's use this again. Very rude. One of those zones where so much of it is outside, but you can't mount. How do we feel about the next season's lineup? Pretty good. I don't know if I'm quite ready for Theater of Pain yet, but I'm sure I'll adjust and adapt. There were some good things to be said about it. Capital Gardens. And it says I have 83% of the loot already, but there's just a lot of loot in there. That's all of Dire Maul, right? Because I don't see another Dire Maul here. It's showing northwest. Oh, I see. So I only need one and a bit things from west. I need lots of things from north, and I need lots of things from east. Okay, so this is all 3 Dire Mauls. Yeah. Yeah, it includes all the sections. Okay. You can't get between them, though, can you? You have to, like, go into the entrance of each in particular. I'm horrible at even finding the door to Dire Maul, to be honest with you. This is about to be embarrassing. Oh, boy. Why isn't there a Dire Maul's house? You think they might be connected? Alt, right-click on the one that you're doing. Alright, let's do west first. Ah, that's a good tip. I knew I could do that for quest givers. I didn't know it would work for instances. That's good. Thank you. Oh dear. Is this going to bring bad memories for people? Oh hey, I think we found it. Alright, so this is west, Capital Gardens, which means that we are only, in this instance, looking for a zone drop, which I'm going to look up here. Stonebark. I don't have to get zone drops per my rules, but if I can buy them cheap, or if they just happen to drop for me, then I'm not mad about it. I guess I can also check. Yeah, we'll just run this first. I don't think I need any of these quests. So if I'm just going straight to Imilthar, I think... I'm actually curious. I know that for time walking, they made this a lot easier to access. I don't know if they did it for the regular instance, though. Best of luck if you're missing the epic axe from the tribute chest in the north. Oh, man. For things like all rares in one zone. Okay. Only need to clear 2 beams for Imilthars now. Okay. Because they're not going to let me down there, are they? Maybe they will. Because I used to run this. I remember having to do it. You're right, this is a huge instance. Crystals are to free the pup. Okay. Well, we will need to do that because we need Bile-Etched Spalders from him. 11.1% loot table chance. It's much better than the Flameguard thing. After I get out of this instance, I want to see if there's any Stonebark Gauntlets in my realm. If I can get lucky. Because, yeah, there's just 1 crystal's there. So I'm going to have to go upstairs for at least one of them, right? Maybe not. I don't know. I'll go upstairs anyway. Also took me a lot of tribute runs to get everything. And there's so much chasing and staying when Chandrila Rip was still part of it. Bit of a shame that the Mog thing wasn't available then, right? I don't remember if I needed Chandrila Rep or not. I don't think I did. I think that they'd already taken it out by the time I did mine. Crystal over here. Hi all. Hello, Mr. Sonic Gen. Welcome to my classic dungeon mod farm. Alright, yeah, so the demon is loose. So I can now just pop down. No problems. Oh, the horsey. I think there's another crystal downstairs, actually. I think I could have just gone straight down. I don't think I needed to go upstairs at all. I forgot about the ones that were down here. How far do you think you're going to get before Undermine comes out? That's a great question. I have no idea. I'm sure there are some ugly things to farm in these classic dungeons. I'll be interested to see if I finish AQ as well, because raid-wise... Oh no, AQ was the last classic raid, actually. Now that I mention it. Oh boy, no Murigon. Later me problem. Not much later though. Come on, Imilthar, buy Ledge Spalders, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright. Port me out. Give it a little reset. Check for stone and bark gauntlets.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least
Nothing on this realm. I think I'm just gonna go buy a pair.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I should just keep a Moonguard character for shopping in the auctionist. They have so much cheap mog there. I have exceptions in my mog farming rules for BOEs and zone drops. And I'm thinking about doing one for bosses that are not always present. My goal here is to get the bulk of reasonably available transmog. And then see how far we can get with that. Yeah, here we go. Realms. I had one. I'm gonna keep it this time. Just a bank alt on Moonguard. It comes up so often. As a druid, you could have dreamwalked. I don't have class order hall done on that character. He can't dreamwalk. Create a... We'll do a little para. They'll let me be Moongaga. That's how I'm gonna remember which realm they're on. No date for Undermine yet. What do you think of the housing information? I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited. I'm trying to not think about it too much because I want to be patient, and if I get too excited about it, it's going to be hard to be excited about all of this that we can do now. Because we're going to have to wait for a while. Okay. This is just so I can buy a cheap zone drop from Darmal West.
Heroes of the Horde. The
Yes,
Dragon
yes, 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 yes.
Isles have awakened and
Yes, yes,
beckoned
yes, yes,
the
yes.
Dragonflight's home.
Warbank. And then a Trader's Brutosaur. Withdraw, I don't know, like 155 gold. I think we'll need. I don't know if they'll make any professional linked with housing. I'm giving it possible, but not probable, but I don't know anything. Stonebark. Yeah. Price 129 for these. And then we pick them up. And then we are good. Moon Gaga can log out here for now. Alright, we were farming in Diremall. Plumbing, electric, general contractor? I think people were mainly talking about furniture creation, so like carpentry or something like that. Guess the drunk ogre near the start of the ogre wing sells you things if you don't kill him. I'm gonna have a lot to learn about Diremall. Oh, hi, kid.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumble.
Come on. Do you think I can sell these purple lotuses? Who actually wants them? Goblin asbestos installation. Oh dear. Uh-oh. 5 gold.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, here, let me pull up the housing post. Building in Azeroth, a first look at housing. This is our... If anybody wanted to read our info about housing that we got, that's the actual info there. Gives a little bit more details. The thing I'm very curious about is if you're going to have neighborhoods with a bunch of dead slots from people that started playing and then went AFK for 7 years. But, you know, they're not losing their houses, but, like, will they lose their plot? You know, or are you going to have a really spooky, empty, dead neighborhood? That's kind of my biggest concern, is neighborhoods sound really cool, but there has to be some way to I mean, depending on how long someone's been gone. Otherwise, they're just going to be wastelands. Hi. Shift inactives to their own neighborhood or something. Okay. Hi. You want to see my kitty? Meow. Want to say hi? Okay. Now, Diremall. But which one? East is next. Diremall East. Looking for 6 items. Off bosses directly. 2 from Alzin, 2 from Hydraspawn, 2 from Zevrim. If you had to live in an Alliance city, Borealis. For me. Borealis would be my go-to Alliance city to live in. But it does not sound like that's what's going to happen. At least not in the short term. Let's see if I can remember my way around here. Uh-oh. I've entered about 10 instances recently and approaching 10 instances per hour. Oh, man. I think that this will take long enough that I'm not going to hit the limit because it says another one comes up in about 30 seconds, so I'm only barely brushing instance cap. It was the Ring of Law farming that was doing it. Isn't Ulzin the last boss? Why is he so far up on this list? Also, I don't know what I'm killing all this trash for. I don't have any zone drops or anything. And we just run ahead, things will come with us. So we don't need Luthendris, we can run right by her. Oh, somebody bought my purple lotus. It's 30 gold for me. It's like half off that sword that we bought. Huzzah! So we're missing a clever hat and a fervent helm from Zevrim. Hydrospawn's got mail pants and leather boots. Mail and leather. You can... Surprised I'm not missing more plate, actually. Leather and leather. Lots of leather missing. I must not have done all that much druid farming. Back when it mattered. Okay, so Hydrospawn's our first thing we come up against. And then Zevrim's upstairs here. Got the boots. So I'm just looking for leg guards from him. I think to get upstairs, I think that we're just running... Yeah, we're running up here. And we're trying for a clever hat and a fervent helm. I love seeing added to appearance collection. Surprised I'm missing this kind of thing when I've done this on time walking a fair bit. Oh, I got both things that I needed. Those are the two specific things I needed. I don't know how big his loot table is, but that's pretty cool. All right, we're done with Zevrim. First try. Let's go. Then we gotta go try Ulzin. We need 2 items from him, and he's at the end of this instance, so I think he's gonna be our sticking point here. Although, if we make this run too fast, we're gonna be in trouble. Who said collecting was hard? Excuse me, can you go open the door? Thank you. Please stop taking all my collectoring luck. I'd like to get the rocket this decade. What if I'm just siphoning it via stream? Just passively collecting all of the extra luck. That was pretty good. Still puzzles me why this dude dies from opening a door. He dies?! Oh. Don't like it. He keels over. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry, bub. My strength wanes. I now return to whence I came. Eh, maybe he'll fertilize some new trees and regenerate. Or something. Ooh, I'm getting lots of greens that I need items for. This enduring circlet's one of them. Some grays too. Alright, we're looking for... There's a pool of 8 possible items. We need Razor Gauntlets and Merciful Greaves. I don't think we're gonna get both of them at once. That would be quite something. Being a cat, I can just jump down. I got half of it. We're up 1 pair of Merciful Greaves. I'll take it. Although I am in combat, so I'm not allowed to just teleport out until all the things that are angry with me stop being angry with me. Perhaps I should have killed them along the way. Exit behind him? Oh! That's good news. I don't think I knew that. When we say behind him, this can't be it. Can it? Any updates for your PCs? Looking to build my own? Trying to take yours as reference. I've been using the same PC for 5 or more years now. I think. Yeah. I killed him too quick. He didn't open it. Bummer. That's okay. We can port out. We just need to get out of combat. New build streaming coming? I don't know. I'm not in a hurry. This one's working. I don't think I'm going to mess with it until there's something that I really need to do that I can't. Alright, there we go. Give it a little reset. Clean out the bags, and then go back in there to try for our last 2 pieces from that side.
Greetings, sir, and
I wonder if I can sell the fell cloth. Might be able to.
come back with some
Yeah,
better
actually we'll try later when we have the rest of it. New Nvidia series shortage. AMD hasn't launched their new cards. Why are there 2 instances here? Pretty sure we're going this way anyway. Are there 2 here? No. Alright, back at it again. More instances available in 6 minutes. We want to take at least 6 minutes to clear Hydra spawn and Elzen. I'm gonna try and kill the mobs that I aggro instead of just running past them this time. Dornagal is making me think it's time to get a 50-70. Yeah, I know the vendor that you're talking about. I should probably take a look at it between instances. There's something kind of funny about the imagery of a druid cat swiping and these trees being like felled, like big saw blade wounds through the middle of them. Already hard to imagine life pre-war bans when you needed to run instances with a class specific. Yeah. Molten Core alone, I think, demonstrated how amazing this is. Because you would have needed to do it not only on each armor type, but each class. Yikes. Scratching post-dungeon. Good for claws. Yeah, the death animation of the treants is kind of wild. It's nice that you can skip so many bosses in this place. They don't make you clear it. You can if you need stuff, but... That's how we collected Molten Core back in my day. I mean, you needed something to do while your horse was resting from carrying you to school before it could carry you back. Holy. Flavia, I guess, has been running Temple for Mog. Got a real good drop. Meanwhile, I'm over here excited that I might get 16 gold per fell cloth. 16 gold I get to keep. Alright, Hydra Spawn, would you care to drop me some breakwater leg guards, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. And then we just nip. Which way is it? This side. How nice, right? Sometimes being polite just works. Not every time, but worth a go. I think the majority of the mog that I'm actually getting in these dungeons is new items from white and gray and greens. Mainly. Oh, you have to kill Zevrim to talk to the tree? I didn't know that. I'm going back. I thought that was optional. I just talked a big game, but how I didn't need to do them anymore. Oopsies. Learned something today. Anyway, up the hill. They share an appearance with High Chief's Gauntlets, which is a plate world drop. But those are worth about 20k? Let me check something. Everyone's up this way. $63 of these in NA realms. Storm Rage, Area 52. 2 on Moonguard, 141 gold. Alright. I have a new plan. 11:30, what's for lunch? It's a tough one. I might grill some veggie burgers. I think I have some frozen veggie burgers. If I can make a sauce that will disguise the fact that they were only okay, then it might be alright. But I will finish this run to see first if Zevran wants to drop these gauntlets for me, but if he doesn't, then I have a plan. Especially because I'm not item ID farming. I wonder if I can sell the ghost mushrooms for anything. It says they're worth 30 gold. You know, if I get a few more. Oh, those are ghost mushroom pieces. My herbalism's not very high. Finished your Spirit of Ekiro. Congratulations. Did they take countermeasures to deal with speculators with white and green gear? I don't think they take countermeasures against auction house behavior very often. I don't even think they've been able to crack down on people fraudulently. Well, not fraudulently, but like posting one item super cheap in like really popular categories like herbs to try to get people to match that price and then buy out the cheap stuff. That's still happening. Or it was last time I was trying to craft stuff. Kind of annoying. Still happening. Yeah. Also messes up my auctioneer tooltips. Yeah, I don't really mind people charging whatever they want to charge for whites and grays and transmog and stuff. You know, you can buy it or you can not buy it. It's not really attacking you personally, but the any luck? No, not that time. Yeah, the mats one is kind of annoying. Because that actually, like, disrupts with your crafting and stuff. Or at least it disrupts mine. When I'm trying to calculate whether or not something's profitable to make. Alright, let me check on the handbook vendor. I think it's this lady. But although I'm sure we can sell her some extra stuff. I wonder how many of these things we can manage to get value for. Living essences. I wonder why those are so expensive.
May the stars guide you.
And then I think I know how to get those razor gauntlets. Lucky there's a bank as well as auction and mail and stuff. But lucky there's a bank in the Valley of Honor where you start out on one of these guys. Sometimes boss loot's a unique appearance and you have to get it from the boss. Sometimes it's shared with something else. This workaround would not work if you were trying to collect all item sources, because you would still need the thing. Hazel, how you spending your tender this month? What did I get? Oh yeah, I was still debating whether or not I wanted to catch up on mounts, because like the discounted ones from years past. Couldn't decide what I wanted to do about that. I bought an old pet, a bee. Forget what else I got. I definitely spent some tender. Oh, I bought an outfit. I bought the Vrykul kind of outfit. Don't mind me and my crimes here. This is rough. One of these is a bank, right? Because you can summon a war bank from anywhere, but yeah, this one's a bank.
Yo.
I need about 120 gold. Maybe 130.
Catch you on the flip side.
Bought the sweeper mount. Similar recolor dropped off the Valentine's boss. I am holding off on buying the sweeper mount for that particular specific reason. I would really like to get it off the Valentine's boss if I can instead. Or to get the similar color one. Gauntlets. Yeah, I think that's what I'm after. Oh, I didn't even need that much gold. And that should have removed the item in question. I wonder if on the server, if we just search uncollected and then cheap. Oh, yeah. Well, some of those things are off vendors that I should maybe just go visit. I'll pay 35 gold for a Murloc scale breastplate. What else can I get? Fell iron. My extra gold here. Moonkaka is such an iconic name. I just wanted to remember that it was on Moonguard. Well, this is one way to do it. It's pretty much just for shopping on the Moonguard auction house with my warband gold. They've got such affordable transmog in general.
Many wares.
Here we go. Couple more appearances.
Good fortune to our friend.
Park him in the Gold Chariot. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Hazel, hypothetically speaking, who would you pick in a fight between an eagle and a chief? Hazel's calling birds, but we're not as always, the stipulation that I know nothing.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least.
No, I haven't ever gone through to buy up all the cheap mog on a given server yet. Moonguard would be a good pick for it though. Area 52 is another one.
If you find anything exotic, bring
Excited about the Holy Priest changes? I have not really taken a look. I usually tend to leave my impressions until I'm like in the middle of it, in case they make additional tweaks. I don't usually follow it wildly closely. Okay, so with that item purchased, it should now, for Dire Maul, no longer have anything for me from this particular instance. Right? It said that those were a shared appearance to... Okay, maybe it just needs to reload.
Francis, lucky goes and rope. May your feet find good trails.
Or maybe it's another one of those lookalikes, but of the wrong armor type. I didn't really check that. These are mail. High Chief's gauntlets are... plate. Ah, fiddlesticks. Alright, we go back in. I need them for mail. Aw, man, I didn't check the armor type. I did buy a lookalike appearance. I did need the lookalike appearance. The lookalike appearance was not for the same armor type. That's funny. This is the wrong instance, eh? It's sticking me in front of the wrong one. Hopefully this doesn't count towards my instances per hour. It might. Oh. Maybe we should just do north. We'll take a little longer in there because we need so many things. Full tribute run requires leaving all bosses alive except for King Gordok. Oh dear, and also requires activating the Frost Trap, fooling Crom Crush with the Ogre's suit. Granted by the Goblin near the trap. I have done tribute runs before. I don't remember the details, really. So I need something from Gordok. I need 3 things that are just common boss drops from the guards. I need 1 thing from Cho Rush. But I need a bunch of things from Tribute Chest. Including a pretty sweet axe. Alright. Let me read about this. See if I can learn how to do this in 15 minutes or less. Yep. That is correct. All the things is the name of the add-on. Chest gives 5 blues and a full tribute run. Okay. Simple guide on how to get the most out of it. Leave Moldar, Krieg, Fengus alive. Trap Slipkick with a trap. Trap does not... You just interact with the trap. Get a Gordok Ogre suit. Get the tannin from the basket. Give it to the guy for the Ogre suit. Equip the Ogre suit to talk to Crom Crush. And then kill Gordok without killing Cho Rush. Alright, we'll try it. I'm gonna try a tribute run and see how it goes. We need to do north. Alternate tribute and non-tribute runs to get the suit. Oh, I only have time for 1 more run today. Can I just do a tribute run? Do I have to? Let's see. So I just need to be careful not to just randomly kill Moldar, Krieg, or Fengus. We don't want to kill Moldar, Krieg, or Fengus. So we're just gonna zip left. Not even worry about this. Don't really know why I'm killing these guys. Just murderous, I suppose. So the first 3 guys, we're just gonna scoot right past them. Get a key, free the goblin, rare recipes in his box that sell a lot. I did get a key. Where's the goblin? I wonder if there's any chance that I'm going to be able to find it when I don't really know my way around. Oh, there's Fengus. Don't want him. It's the guy you get the ogre suit from. You won't miss him. Okay. Alright, so we've escaped the skipper bosses. We need to trap Slipkick, who is next. By activating this trap, we should not need any items or anything fancy to do that. Should be able to just pop over and have at it. Seems okay so far. So there's the trap. There's Slipkick. So I need to not aggro him. I'll probably wait for him to go past and then I'll pop his trap open. Set that up. I'm just gonna wait here. I don't think I need to, but I'm going to. Do I need to pull him into it? It is a fairly long wait. So you get tribute just for leaving Turush up, but you get max tribute for every boss that you... Okay, so it's an extra piece of loot for every boss that we deal with. Oh yeah, that guy's not aggroed on me, he's just running. I want to see him get trapped. Here, I'll link the Wowhead comment that or the page that I'm reading off of for tribute. It's easier than it used to be, apparently. But yeah, quite a fair number of steps. Although, a lot of them are just run past X-Boss. Alright, and then now we need to get the Tannin Basket. We got the Ogre Tannin. So now we need to find the Goblin. Is he downstairs, or... I don't actually know where the Goblin is. Might be downstairs. Yeah, there he is. So, ogre suit. Free knot. Alright, so I got an ogre suit. I also got his cash for freeing him because we found the key. It contained a bunch of nothing, but you know, we could get lucky sometime. I got a convenient crate. It's a 16-slot reagent bag. That's funny. I wonder if that didn't used to be a reagent bag. Oh, also, I got a symbolic belt. That's kind of nice. Appearance I didn't have before. So we can put our ogre suit on. Lifts and supports. Apparently you can sell them on the auction house too. Suit only holds together for 10 minutes. That should be a problem. And we need to talk to Captain Cromcrush. As an ogre. I like him with his torch. Save a basket between runs. Can save you from doubling back every time if you do one non-tribute run. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll probably need to do a non-tribute run here and there just to get like some of the other things here. Okay, and now I just need to very carefully, hopefully I don't have any Cleavy Moonfire. I do not have Cleavy Moonfire, I don't think. Hazel, you'll never believe what happened yesterday. I won't believe it. Tell me anyway, what was it? Kill Gordok without killing Chorush. So there's Gordok. Had to do this for the insane back in the day. And we'll see if Gordok wanted to give me his grimy metal boots. That's an item that we need. He did not. Although I did get an item ID for the crown. And then Mizzle the Crafty shows up. You think Mizzle the Crafty is going to be a gnome or a goblin or something based on the name Mizzle the Crafty? I am the king. They gave me a Gordok shackle key. Show me the tribute. There's the tribute chest. So I need 5 items here. Oh, I just got a bunch of them. I got the epic axe that I needed. That's kind of exciting. 1 transbane. Is that rare? Is that hard to get? Did I do it? What else? We also got an ogre forged hauberk, some mud-stained boots. I'm gonna cry a little, Nagrats, though. Yeah, we'll have to do this again because we still need 3 more items there. But that was good. That was educational. I now know what it is that I am doing in this run. Should we do a non-tribute run and then pick up the tannin for next time? Wowhead says 1.4% for retail. Oh boy. Lucky. Although, I mean, it drops 5 pieces of loot, you know. That's gotta be something. Still though. Alright, let's go do a regular run. Let's just bust through it, see if we can get some of these common boss drops. Doing BFA dungeons like Underrot and King's Rest makes me appreciate dungeons that don't make you summon bosses. Oh hey, it actually put me outside the right door this time. Is it gonna let me in? I'm pretty close to instance cap. Yeah, we're good. Alright, this time I'm just gonna do the bosses. Although I am still in my ogre suit, which is kind of funny. Only one of them has a chance to be the axe? Oh, really? Lucky. There we go. I got one of my common boss drops, some bulky iron spalders. I just need an ogre pocket knife and an unsophisticated hand cannon now. I am hustling as an ogre over here. Oh, you got your Farewell to Arms achievement. Congratulations, it's amazing. Got me going for a second. Is that my boss? That is my boss. That's Stomper Creek. He's drinking and he's having a great time. Or he was. You know, rip. No, 2 nose rings. Yeah, this guy was like padding around. He wasn't even up here. It's like a mystery box, but... So I need something from Chorush specifically, so that's gonna have to be a non-tribute run to get the Gallant's wrist guards. There's Fingus. Hello. Oh, I got my pocket knife. Nice. I only need the unsophisticated hand cannon. And then that'll be it for common boss drops. Oh, here's next allied race. Trying to get my love rocket watching your stream. Good luck. I hope this is your year. Oh, hi kitty. Kitty, we're almost done with stream. After this run, I'm gonna wrap up for the day. For my week, actually. No more streams till Wednesday. Slipkick we can just kill. Any big plans? I think I'm gonna be laying low. Spending some time in here, I think. Nothing too crazy. Pick up the tannin. The ogre tannin. Doesn't seem to have a duration or anything, so I should be able to keep that for next time. Cheering for the Eagles. I wonder if I like walked around the city and like looked in people's windows like a creepy person, if I would see people watching the game. That happened during a hockey game once. I just went out for a walk and you'd see occasionally there would be a TV that was inside of someone's window and like all of them had the game on. The bird, not the football team. Right. Silly. Oh my gosh, I still have the suit on. If I want to kill him, I'm gonna have to take my ogre suit off. Oh yeah, I got some modest arm guards. I needed those. Just got the rocket? Congratulations! That's gotta be not bad, huh? I got an epic BOE bow of searing arrows. Also, I need the appearance. It wasn't even on my all the things list. That's neat, right? I'll go see if Cherush wants to give me anything. Either of you guys. I got a Barber's Blade ID and that's about it. World drop. Wow. I want to know how many are up on NA. I'm not selling it, but just to find out how lucky I feel. 4? Yeah, 4. Oh no, hang on. 94 of that one. And then 2 of that one. Okay, they're not crazy rare, but they're not crazy common either. What does it look like? Is red. Is red bow. A little bit of red scroll work on the, I don't know, handle. His hands. His wrists are non-existent. That's a bit upsetting. He must have a very hard time buying watches. I should put some gloves on the guy. Oh, for being epic, lame as heck, right? Ah, still a +1 for me. Alright. I am done for today. I'll be back on Wednesday, and we're going to be up a weekly reset by then, so we are going to be back in AQ on all the different classes, trying to get the rest of the boss drops as well as some more reputation. And if we finish those up in time, we got some more time, I think we'll be trying to squeeze a little bit more out of Darmal. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!